more pieces of this strange pattern continued to fit into place. The great world drought of that summer was unequaled in recorded history. Europe's normally green dairy country was reduced to a dust bowl. Cattle, finding no moisture in the grass, had to be provided with increasingly scarce water and fed next winter's fodder. In Britain, it was the same story of parched fields and poor crops. In France, forest fires out of control devastated huge areas of woodland. Vast reservoirs dried up, and standpipes were brought into the worst-hit areas, some of which had barely 20 days' supply of water left. The River Thames was reduced to its lowest level in living memory. There was no panic, only a growing sense of unease that what we were experiencing was unnatural and that the Earth's climate was moving towards a radical change. Melbourne, Australia, where the Yarra River was reduced to a polluted trickle in which fish and water life were almost completely destroyed. Before water restrictions tightened, desperate efforts were made to save the rare and valuable trees in Melbourne's famous botanical gardens. Northern India was in the grip of the worst heat wave for over 50 years. In Bihar, the temperature reached 48 degrees centigrade, 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Thousands died, and the hardship to animals and crops was unimaginable. The African desert continued its encroachment on fertile land, destroying all in its wake. Meanwhile, in China and the Middle East, unparalleled earthquakes killed millions, far more than might have been expected from a nuclear attack. On the far side of the Pacific, the whole of the Caribbean seemed on the point of eruption. Volcanoes, thought to be extinct for thousands of years, were suddenly erupting into dreadful life. Pressures from shifting land masses in Central Europe destroyed centuries of history. In parts of Italy and Yugoslavia, many ancient towns were reduced to rubble. International rescue teams evacuated thousands from the threatened area, but many others were too broken by the experience to leave. Scientists began to suspect that the balance of the Earth's ecology was far more delicately poised than they'd yet realized.